If you had a time machine and you could go back in time to June 28th, 1971, you'd find a kid being born in South Africa, a baby, naked, screaming, and afraid, coming out of the womb. But what if I told you that this baby is one of the highest value people on Earth? You'd probably say, no way, how's that even possible? It's literally just a baby. It's only been a few seconds since he set foot on this earth. How is he possibly already a man of value? Well, this baby is Elon Musk, and even though he's a literal baby, it is his destiny to become the richest man on earth and potentially be on the path to reshape the future of humanity. And because that is the path that lies ahead for him, he is already high value. And if you yourself are a man who is destined for greatness, destined to bring immense value to yourself and the world around you, then you are already high value, even if you are not there yet. The fact that you will be means that you are a worthy investment, a good person to bet on, and appreciating asset. The red pill has convinced guys that you need to grind away and avoid women until you're rich and 35 years old. This is just dead wrong. Some guys just happen to have it, and they have it long before they ever become a success. But because they have it, that means they are magnetic to be around, and thus get afforded a lot of the same privileges and luxuries that somebody who's already successful gets. It's like going back in time and telling yourself to buy Bitcoin in 2011. Now, this obviously doesn't mean that you just say, I'm destined for greatness and I just don't need to do anything because it's just magically gonna happen. No, being on the path and knowing its destination, knowing where it leads, is very different than lying and coping to yourself that I'm destined for greatness even though you're sitting around doing nothing all day. The point I'm trying to make with this video is that so long as a man is on his path, on an upward trajectory in his life, an appreciating asset, he is already high value. I want you to think about Jeff Bezos or Elon Musk, like I mentioned earlier. In the early days when they first started their companies, or even before they started their companies, they weren't rich, they weren't wealthy, they had nothing by society's standards. But these men, even when they were dirt poor and working at their companies, were already high value. Do you know why? It's because the actions they were taking, the mindset they had, the path they were working towards, the work they were doing, was inching them closer and closer and closer on that upward trend. The upward trend that would eventually lead them to the men they are today. And the upward trend that you are currently on, or the downward trend that you're currently on, is going to lead you to be the man that you will be in the future. Any man with a brain would go back in time, would befriend Elon Musk in a heartbeat. They'd befriend him if he was still a baby in his mom's womb. It's because these men were on their high value path. They were an undervalued asset waiting to explode. So whether they were waiting tables, cleaning bathrooms, or writing software by themselves at a desk, they were high value, and their value was only increasing. Think of yourself like a stock, or like I said, Bitcoin in 2011. Right now, your value to the outside world might be worth very little, but it is destined to be worth a fortune. You're working tirelessly so that your value in the future will become explosive to women and the people around you, working until your value becomes too much to ignore. So while you're an undervalued asset now, and it may not be obvious to people from the outside, the second you talk to a girl and she sees what kind of man you are, she feels the substance, she feels your spirit, she sees what kind of things you do, the way you carry yourself, it'll become abundantly clear to her that you're a man on his path to becoming insanely high value, even if you may not be right now. And to her, that's just as good as you already being high value, because she knows you're Bitcoin in 2011 or Tesla in 2010. You're guaranteed to go up in value in the future. Being with you is a huge win. She's putting her trust that the path that you're on is going to be a win-win for both of you. You are a massive asset to have in her life. You're the right man to be around and spend time with, which ultimately means that you are already the man worth dating and being around. You are already worthy of attracting the highest quality of women. So why would you wait until you're 35 to date these women when you get access 95% of these women right now? Because the truth is, right now, if you really believe that you're a man who's destined for greatness, who's destined to live out your full potential, then that means right now, in this moment, in this second, you are worthy of the types of women and the lifestyle and the life that you want. But if you don't aggressively go after it, if you don't pursue it relentlessly, then do you really feel worthy of them? And if you don't feel worthy of them, are you worthy of them? Because I promise you, if you don't feel worthy enough for the types of women that you want to date now, if you don't feel worthy enough of the types of money that you want to make right now, when you eventually get it, you still won't be worthy because you'll be the exact same person. Because the path you are on now is going to lead you to where you'll be tomorrow. And the man you are now is going to be very similar to the man who gets you there. Whether you get there or not is going to be dependent on the man that you are in this very moment. So whether you're worthy or not is something that you need to wrestle with and understand. But if you are, then there's absolutely no reason to wait. And if you're tired of waiting, and if you're ready to start dating the types of women who are truly worthy of a man like yourself, then check out my free course that me and my team just released. It will walk you through the exact step-by-step blueprint for attracting girlfriend quality women, women who are worth going on dates with, women who are worth investing the time into, women who you could potentially start a long-term relationship with. And if you want that help, again, the free course is going to walk you through it step by step. All you got to do is click the first link in the description and you'll get access to it immediately. Guys are already getting insane results with it, so I know it will do the same for you. I'll see you in the next video.